Alright, a few guys have asked me to show you how to take this shift bezel out without cutting the wires. So here goes. Start by taking the center console out completely. So there's 2 screws at the front, 2 screws in the center, 2 screws at the back. I'm going to cheat today and use the drill. Take that one out. Take this front piece out as well. Probably going to need to take it out of park. Trick some of you guys might not know actually. To stop the annoying beeping noise. There's a camera release. So, as most of you will be aware, I'm keying the ignition, annoying beeping noise right with the door open. Close the door latch, like so. You can see, yep. No more annoying beeping. Sweet. Just obviously don't forget to open the latch before you go to close the door, or you'll damage the latch. Taking these screws out as well, don't lose them. Now, I've got an extra DVD player down the bottom here, which can be a little bit annoying, but it's just 2 clips. And then they should just pretty much pop up once you get past the clips. Of course, now that I'm recording, it's going to make it look really difficult. I think it's actually easier from the inside. There we go. Righto, so then just lift it up and out, being careful not to take your overdrive button off too hard. You notice this is actually broken on mine. It might be attached on yours, it might not. Lift it up, slight twist, move it out of the way. So now you can access the plate. It's just got little clips there. Right. However, you notice these are going to have to come off. Now, this one will come off fairly easy. Just basically grasp and pull up, like so. You'll think you're breaking it, but it's a metal clip, so you'll be sweet. Now this one obviously has got the overdrive switch in it, which is these 2 little orange wires down there. Hopefully you'll be able to see that, and I'll get a close up in a minute. Now a lot of people say to cut this, which is unnecessary to be honest, and I'll show you why. You can go ahead and unclip this little one. The tang is on the bottom. It should slide out. There we go. And then this one, how does this one come out again? This one slides off its purchase backwards. I'll just move these out of the way as well. Should come off. Like that. So lifting it up and out. So now we want to take these 2 orange wires out of the switch itself, and I'll show you how I do that in a second. So you also want to unclip it from all the places it lives. This little thing here, and obviously all the places where the wire is routed under there as well, and up under here. now we've got that a bit more free, gives us a bit more room to work. Alright guys, so now we want to remove these orange wires from this plug. Now, because I'm so organised, all my tools are in one toolbox, and that happens to be at my friend's house, which is unfortunate. What you'd really want for this is a small jeweler's screwdriver, just a common, just to move a plastic tab out of the way. Now unfortunately I don't have anything like that, so for the sake of the video I have sacrificed an old camping fork, which will do the trick. You could say it's pretty forked now. Anyway, so what you want to do is there's plastic clips that push down on each terminal. So when you push the terminal in, they slide over a little thing and lock in. So you want to push them out of the way so we can pull the terminal out. But before you try that, you're going to want to pop this little thing up on the other side here, just like that. This little piece here. Now this can be pretty tricky to do on your own, especially because I've mangled one of mine. But you get in there, push the plastic clip out and pull the wire out on the other side. So as I was saying, that basically just slides back in, and the plastic clip in there engages into this. Oh man, I'm not even in the frame here, am I? So the plastic clip clips into there. I'll get some close-up shots of this. And for the sake of this video, I'll try and take the other one out as well. It's a bit mangled though, because I was trying to do it with a pin before, like a sewing pin or a needle, and I wasn't being very successful on it. I think I've sort of taken the edge off it, unfortunately. There we go, got it. There we go. So that's the two orange wires out, and they're out of all their little areas that they'd normally sit. The last part, and I don't remember how hard this is. Last time I used a very large spanner on this part and basically levered it off. But we'll see how we go. We knocked the camera over in the process of this. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Okay, because of the fact that I'm so committed to educating you all about this, and not because of the fact that I'm really stubborn, we're going to take the drive to Dave's place so that I can use the rest of my tools and finish showing you how this is done. And for those of you that are worried about me driving without this connected, it's basically just backlighting for this panel. It's like really not a big deal. The overdrive button's not going to work, but I'm really not going to need that on this trip, so all sweet. Okay, we've arrived at Dave's place in the Dying Light. He's the owner of the world famous Megalodon. You! But IFS sucks, because can't flex, so whatever. As you can see, Dave has a small Jeep addiction problem. But hey, that's cool. Anyway, most importantly, that's my special tool. I'm sure you'll all laugh at. But hey, when you've learned how to do something and it works, stick to it, right? This is basically all I need. Big 36mm spanner that I bought to undo the nut on the older model clutch fans on the 4.7s. And get the camera set up and I'll show you how to get your knob off. Alright, so for this process, Well, to start off, we're going to have to put it back to starters. We're going to want it in the same config as before. Handbrake nice and tight. Neutral. And about in the middle. Chuck this knob back on there. And use it as a lever. Make sure those wires are clear. To pull your other knob off. Like so. Or if you've just got stronger muscles than me, you can do it that way too. So there you go. That's the other knob. All sweet. Pull this one off again. And now you can remove the bezel. That's how you do it. And while you're here, last time I did this I cleaned all these up and there was heaps of dirt and grime and rubbish in there, so that was a good opportunity to clean that up. Installation is obviously a reverse of the above, unless you want to be a clown and put it on backwards. Probably the only other thing I was going to say, you don't want to be doing this too often, because even though they are a metal catch, I can't remember what I was doing the other day, but I leant over and actually popped this off. I must have been reefing on it too hard. So moral of the story, don't play with your knob too much or the end will come off the shaft. Something like that anyway. And yeah, installation is just reversed above. Get all your wires down. I'll do that on the other side. Put this back on again. If you've got the real select track, well I have the real select track, but see how it says to press down. Pulling this off might be slightly different for those transfer cases or for those shift levers because of the fact that it's got a push detent in it. Because this was originally the 247 transfer case, I don't have that, so yeah, just be aware of that. I don't know if that will make changes to how you do it, so just be cautious with it. So these wires obviously come out the front, so they go back in the front. And when you connect it back to the plug, it really doesn't matter which hole they go back in. It's not like a positive and negative, it's just a momentary switch, so it doesn't matter. Alright. And then obviously underneath, just route it back through all the little catches and guideways that it came out of. Keep it out of the way and make sure it doesn't get tangled up on anything. This is turning into a fun job in the dying light of the day. But anyway. Alright, so I thought I'd also try and show you how the wires go back in again. It's going to be a little bit tricky while I hold the camera and the light source. I'm leaving it with one hand. So, bear with me on this. There's really not too much to it. I mean, you just have to push them back in again, just make sure you get them around the right way. So, focusing here, is it? So, the bit with the hole in it, the bit with the two tabs like this, basically just faces down as it goes in. So you just put that in there, slide it on in, and you should hear it click. You get that? Nope. This is a little bit tricky to do with one hand. And I'm also watching everything through the camera screen. There you go, an audible click. the same for the other one. Just comes in there like that, and it's in. Pull it back a little bit, make sure it's secure, and then this just sits on that black plastic tab there, so it'll come across first. Alright, so as you can see, plug it back in again, wires routed all nicely, out of the way. You still get full range of motion with the main gear stick. Now this looks tight, but it's not, it's just out of the way. Alright, back at home now. I will probably put all this together tomorrow when it's daylight. I can't really be bothered doing it now. But thanks for watching. Don't even know if this is going to focus. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of it. And yeah, till the next time, I'll see you around.